Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, Matthew. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks, mate. How are you?
I'm good. Howdy, everybody. Welcome to Step Into the Portal. My name is the Brandt, and I'm here on Fridays, as I do, with Matthew Jude. And we are going to play Universus. But Matthew, not only are we playing Universus, we are playing with the Godzilla decks.
We are.
Week.
We bought them. They're great. I don't
did.
know. I was excited.
I'm excited as well. So there's two different decks. Matthew's going to be playing with the one that comes with Godzilla, Mecha Godzilla, and Mothra. So Matthew, who are you picking out of those three?
I'm going with the one I've shuffled into my deck, just Mothra. Damn it! Where is that now? Yeah, Mothra. So I can commit my character to get plus or minus speed based on the difficulty of the card, the innate difficulty of the attack that I'm using, and then I can try to spend momentum to ready myself. 8-hander, 21 life.
Whew, 8-hander.
It's pretty
nice.
Good.
So we're gonna be Battle of the Speeds because we have Mecha Godzilla. Sorry, there's two different ones. There's the Bionic Menace and Kiryu. Oh man, I should be able to say that. Kiryu. Yeah. King Ghidorah and Rodan. I'm going to be playing Rodan. I'm a 7-hander, so we're playing two high-speed characters here. With 21 health, I can enhance its tenacious, so even if I'm exhausted or committed, I can do it. Remove the top card of my discard pile. I get plus X or minus X speed on an attack, equal to the printed block modifier of that card. And then I can commit my character to look at the top two cards of my deck and put them back in any order. That's ridiculous.
That's pretty cool.
If I have 4 more attacks in my removed pile, I can look at the top 4 cards.
It's good.
Oh my gosh.
It's good, right?
Very good. Very good. All right. So this should be a pretty quick match. Oh, so Jeremiah's here, and Jeremiah says, how does Godzilla scale with everything else? So I guess if you're actually thinking like scale to size, like how does Mei Hatsume take on... oh, I forgot I was on my face. Good thing I looked up. Here's my cards.
Oh, you changed your camera. The cam link thing. It's looking great.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's so much better, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It was driving me nuts. Yeah, so they scale like in terms of all those things. They just play the same way. They still have the same symbols, and you can just mix and match everything. I mean, I guess for people who crossing IPs is trickier. This can be more difficult. But if you look at games over the years, like HeroScape is coming back, and it's super popular that they just throw in the kitchen sink of ideas. You know?
From what I understand, though, as far as the power level of this Challenger series, these two decks, they are strong decks.
Yeah.
So if that's the scaling that you're thinking of as well. So from what I understand is there's quite a few cards in these decks that will be relevant in the meta for those types of people who care about being relative in the meta. So that's an interesting situation. But
I didn't get a cool alt art.
No, neither did I.
I did get the Golden Death. There's like a little bonus pack that comes in each one, and the Shobijin's message. Shobijin.
I got a pretty good. I didn't get one of the characters either, which is obviously what everyone was hoping for. But I all the cards that I did get, I just put into the decks.
Gotcha.
So all of my extra cards are in, and one of them was a combined firepower, I think, which is in your deck. I think it's called, and that's one of the hot cards from things. So I have that card, an extra one of those. So that's pretty cool. 8-hand. Wow.
All right.
What am I going to do with all that life?
We got to roll off.
5, 6.
I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8. All right. You're a D6? That's crazy. No,
I know.
I rolled a 6, a 9.
Oh, I see how it is. So it's like I rolled a 6. I was like, woohoo! 9. No.
6 and 3.
All
so
right.
I guess 3, 4, 5.
Well, I will use my partial mulligan to its full extent.
All right, so I'll tap my fella right down. I'll keep this. I haven't read any
the artwork, but I'm not a huge fan of it.
I like it, But it's all from comic books, from what I understand. I like some of
Yeah.
it more than others. I think the character cards look pretty sweet.
For sure.
But that's what a lot of people are saying about the. Actually, I will. No, I'm gonna keep it how it is. I don't know. I think the thing that got me into this game was My Hero Academia. So when things aren't My Hero Academia, I'm just like, it's fine. As long as the cards are fun. All right, good luck, have fun. Let's play a nice, clean game, and sweet.
May the best kaiju win.
That's exactly correct. And is it Mothra? Probably not. Let's be real.
Who knows?
All right, I'm gonna go in first with reading this card. This attract this price. Okay, I like that. All right, on a 2. Let's try and do this. On a 2, I'm going to go for Moth Monster, which is a relevant card, I feel like. Got a 3. On a 3, I'm going to go for Titanic Combat. Check to 3. Oh, dear. I mean, good, but... Okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, actually, yeah, I like that. I'm gonna go on a 3. Go for Shobijin's Message. Got another 3. Wow, I've got a lot of 3s in this deck. I'm gonna go for this on a 4.
Not anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. On a 4. Check to 3. So that's gone. Wow, I checked 4 3s in a row. That is me done. After you, sir.
Jeremiah says, I used to have a Ryu versus Akuma UFS starter way back, but sold it off. Didn't think this game was going to take off, LOL. I mean, it's definitely been a tricky up and down road. It went through all the things with Jasco, and I think even Fantasy Flight had it originally way back in the day.
Yeah.
And now obviously it's Universus with them. But yeah, it's a really fun game. It's got a big learning curve and whatnot, so that can scare people off. But
I agree. I think a lot of people, there are some of those hardcore, been in it since the start gamers, but I feel like the game really had a rebirth with the My Hero Academia, and no one's at fault for not thinking this game wasn't going to go anywhere. Maybe I think that's honestly a very fair thing to think.
Yeah, I agree.
It's fantastic, though.
I mean, the interesting part, I'm making my checks here. The interesting part was, Larry was the person, people have seen Larry on the channel and whatnot. And when he went to Gamma, they were kind of teaching this game and he was really enjoying it. But it was the Gamma 2020 that notoriously COVID hit, kind of mid-Gamma. And they were talking about they really wanted to reset for My Hero. In fact, we had My Hero demo decks that they had given him with the new style and everything. And then obviously it all got pushed off. Like, I don't even remember, what was it, maybe mid 2021 when it finally got printed. So like it took a whole year where they were planning on having that come out, right there. And whatnot. So that's kind of what got me into the game, but it still took me time. Like, this is a game that I love now, but I remember my initial plays were like, yeah, it's okay. It's all right. I don't really want to play a CCG, but over time.
Yeah. Now look at us buying the Godzilla decks. All right.
I'm good.
I'm going to draw up. You might have to explain one thing to me, actually, because 8 cards, firstly, is just so many cards. Oh, I had to discard a card at the end of that turn.
Oh, right.
That's part of it. So I'm going to discard this, which means now I have to draw up another card. Interesting.
You could also discard another one in your review step.
Yes, yeah. But I'm not going to do that. So, with abilities. You play them like a regular card. They do their thing.
Actions?
Actions, that's correct. And they're just... Because I've got an action that's got a form.
Yeah, you play them to your
card
row.
pool.
Yeah, you play them to your card pool and you check them as normal. It's just their timing window is different. They tend to be enhances or responses. Some of them are forms, in which case you would play them just like you would play an attack or a foundation.
Yeah, I guess. Well, okay, we'll work that out. I don't need to play this. I won't be playing it for a little while. So let's...
Yeah, if it's an enhance, you would just play it when you would have an enhance step. And if it's a response, you just play it immediately to respond.
Okay. Oh, these are the same card. I was like, oh, I've got 2 attacks. Oh no, I've got more attacks. Okay, this is too many cards. Okay, I'm just reading. Oh, I've got... This is interesting because some of the cards in this are like give things abilities. So I've got a card with stun, technically stun 0. Okay. Oh, I see. So you want to play that second. Okay. I'm going to come in hot with Flying Zap on a 3. Check to 5. It can be done. Okay, so I have a response, which is after this attack deals damage, which I'll do then. I won't do it now because there's nothing to do with now. So this is going to be a 3 high for 2.
3 high for 2.
And this
they're definitely anticipating you getting momentum. Spend 2 momentum, ready this card.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of that. Well, this is the response on this card, and it's got Mothra on the card, is after this attack deals damage, add the top card of your deck to your momentum. So you want this to get through, essentially, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you want everything to get through, really. But so I'm just having a quick read.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, I'm going to... my first enhance is my attack. I'm going to commit this. This attack gets +2 damage, and your rival commits a foundation.
Okay.
So fine. It's a 3 for... It's for a 4 now.
And I have to commit immediately, right?
Yeah.
All right.
What's your starting health, did you say?
21.
21.
The matchup.
Oh, so that's fair. That's fair and reasonable.
Okay. I didn't think to be smart and read my cards.
No, I haven't read any of my cards either. This is going to be a lot of reading.
I can play that for my discard pile. I should have read that. All right. Oh, that's during my turn. I was like, wow. I'm good. Pass. Oh, wait, hold on. Remove the top card of your discard pile. This attack gets +X or -X speed equal to the printed block modifier. So yeah. -3 speed.
Cool. So it's a 0 speed. I'm going to commit Mothra to give this +X, where X is equal to the printed difficulty. So I'm going to give it +3. So I'll bring it back up to 3.
I will pass.
Yeah, I passed as well. So go to blocks.
I will try to block it with a 1 high. So on a 4 with the Focus Vet Gravity Beam, it's a 3. And I will commit Triple Trouble to make it a 4 and block.
Cool. All right. So my next thing I'm going to do is the exact same Flying Zap on a 4 this time. Check to 5. 3 high for 2. The only thing is I actually haven't got anything to add to that, so it's a 3 high for 2. Just do my obligatory fix.
I guess I'll just try to block it on a 6. I have a 3 high here with my Swooping Talons. So on a 6, 3, 4. Oh, it's a 7, and I failed. Darn it.
Oh my gosh.
So I am taking 2 damage.
Excellent. I have a response. After this attack deals damage at the top card of your deck to your momentum.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. So you took 3.
Mm-hmm.
To use 18. And
I think I took 2.
look, we can all be pedantic about it. Just take some damage. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's 2. There's got to be a way to add damage to things in this deck, right?
Just keep flapping those wings.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Mothra like heal? Isn't that like a big Mothra thing?
If they what?
Doesn't Mothra like heal other monsters or something? Isn't that how they like?
I don't know actually.
Oh, I thought that was like a Mothra
I know more
thing.
about Mothman than Mothra.
Ah, gotcha.
My computer's making a very strange noise. I'm not going to lie to you. So if I disappear again, we'll know why, and you'll know I'll endeavor to be back as quick as possible.
Okay.
Should be all right. What the heck? Can you hear that?
No, not at all.
That can't be my computer. Maybe it just sounds. Maybe someone's just using a drill somewhere. Anyway, we got it. All right. Oh, I like this. Okay, on a 4, I'm going to try to play incomparable size. Check to 5. On a. Do you take?
I really did want it to be like in the cartoons, and you're like, "Why is someone sawing?" And they're like doing the thing where they're sawing around your chair.
Yeah,
so
I just go. This is okay. On a 2, 3, 4. On a 5, I'm playing Titanic Combat. This card is pretty sweet, honestly. So I'm gonna go for that. Check to 5. Thank heavens. This is one of the cards I got. An extra one of History's Greatest Monster.
Ooh.
All right, and on a 5 again, I'm gonna go for Monster Aggression. Check to 5. Actually, this, funny enough, this is that copy of History's Greatest Monster. Look how fancy it is.
Nice.
The back to back, they're like those two. Cool. That's me done.
Yeah, right.
So that one hit. Now I've got 2 momentum. That goes away. These come down.
I'm going to review this combined firepower, which can be played from my discard pile. So have to remember that.
Oh, that isn't. Yeah, that is something to take.
You also have to discard at the end of.
I do. Hold on one second. I'm trying to just. I'm going to put my check pile just up here. So
yeah, I moved my removed pile off screen. It was just.
I haven't mastered this setup yet, frankly. Sometimes the camera's a bit further away. Oh yeah, so I'm going to discard a card, and the card I'm going to discard is this. Another Titanic Combat. After you.
All right. Let's go for it.
You know what? I'm so proud of us for actually
attempting it.
No, being consistent. We're pretty consistently.
Oh, on Friday mornings.
Been playing this, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people who know me are happy I'm doing it as well because I won't stop talking about universes and.
And now Brandt can listen to it all.
So I've got someone to talk to about it.
Sorry. All right. Overwhelming gravity beam. It can't be that big a deal, right? On a 5, checks a 3. So
what does that card do? Can I ask? Overwhelming gravity beam?
You can in a minute. I'm going to commit these 2. Okay. So that's a 5. It is a 1 mid for 5 damage. But my first enhance is if this attack is blocked, it's still. Oh, is the grammar correct there? Yes. If this attack is blocked, it still deals half damage. So it's a throw.
It's a throw essentially without having throw on it.
Yeah, unless it got sealed or something. So that was my first enhance.
That is cool. Well, that sounds great. I will. What did you say it was? It was a 5. Something.
It is a 1 mid for 5 damage.
Oh, 1 mid for 5 damage. That's interesting. Okay. 4, 5 damage. Okay. I will. I'm going to flip in comparable size as an enhance. Flip, this attack gets +2 or -2 damage. I choose -2 damage, unsurprisingly.
It's a good call. All right, I will do my ability over here. I will reveal the top card of my discard pile and give it +3 speed.
Okay.
So now it is a 4
mid
for 3 damage. That is a throw, essentially.
Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna pass.
All right, I will commit and look at the top 2 cards of my deck and put them back in any order.
Mouse busted, busted and broken.
Okay.
I changed my plan halfway through, so I've done something I didn't need to do necessarily, but that's what you get for not knowing what your cards do.
Wow. Is it back to me?
It is, yes.
All right. If you have removed a card this turn, your rival commits 1 foundation.
I will commit this.
All you.
All right. I pass.
I will pass. It is
Cool.
a 4 mid for 3 damage.
Okay, I'm gonna let that through.
Okay.
So I go to 18. I have a response that's Titanic Combat. After you take damage from an unblocked attack, build the top card of your deck face down and committed.
Ooh, nice.
And that is that. Okay, back to you.
All right. I'm going to try multiple bites. And I'm going to check it on a 5. And lo and behold, it's a 5.
You son of a gun.
All right. Then I will do my ability because it's tenacious here. So I will remove the top card of my discard pile and I will give it +2 speed. So it is a 5 mid for 6 damage.
5 mid for 6. That is worse than the last attack. Okay. I'm going to enhance commit this after Moth Monster. This attack.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I have a response. I apologize.
Sorry, go for it, please.
The combined firepower is a response after you remove a card to pay a cost. I was thinking it was the next enhance. I can try to play this card. So I can check this on a 3. And it's a 4. So now I can do an enhance mill 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wow. Okay, wow. It gets +1 damage for every non-foundation. So this is another combined firepower. So it gets +3 damage. So now it is a 5 mid for 9.
That's good. I like that. Okay, my first enhance is this. I took damage already, so this is commit. This attack gets -2 speed if you've taken damage from a rival's attack this turn. It gets -3 speed. If you've taken damage, it gets -3. So I'm giving this -3 speed.
All right, so it is a 2 mid for 9 damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, if you have removed a card this turn, draw 1 card. So I will draw this card into my hand.
Okay. I will pass.
I will also pass. So it is a 2 mid for 9 damage.
Okay, I will go with. So I'm going to go for block, obviously. So this is a 1, 2, 3. So I need a 3 to check this. Check to 5. You are blocked. So.
Okay.
Got one
combined
one card in hand, just so you know.
Combined firepower doesn't count towards progressive difficulty.
Wow, that's
all right.
Hell of a thing.
It's true. All right, so on a 3, 4, 5, I will try Monster 0. Checks a 5. I will try Malicious Eye on a 1, 2, 3, 4. Checks a 5. And I will do quick arrival on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Checks a 3. Boo. All right. Your turn. 1, 2. And I will build all these.
Excellent. All right.
1 momentum. All you.
All right. So I'm going to keep this card in my hand. I'm going to draw 7. That's a lot of cards. I will ready this. This actually goes to my discard. I'm going to untap. I'm ready, as they say. I'm going to quickly read my cards. Okay. Oh my goodness. That's cool. Okay. Yes. When it says your checks to play attacks with printed difficulty 5 or greater get +2. The checker gets a +2, not the difficulty. So it makes my checks 2 easier, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, that makes sense. Otherwise that would be a big penalty.
They have done a lot of your block modifier changes, your check changes, your opponent's difficulty. So it does get a little confusing, but it's
not the most
understanding when the card's trying to give you a benefit,
Yeah, it's not the most consistent wording in that particular regard, from what I've noticed. All right, so
it's true, but it also does allow for nuance in terms of if I can reset your block modifier, then you don't want to modify your block. If I can reset your speed, so it does things like that.
That makes sense. All right, I'm playing City Rampage on a 5, which is an action. While this card is in your card pool, your attacks get +1 speed and +1 damage, and as a form, your checks to play attacks with printed difficulty 5 or greater get +2 for the rest of the turn. So I'm going to check this on a 5. Checked a 3. So I'll do that. And then my first... Then I'm going to go for something called Destructive Slam. So this is a 5/6, but my check's got +2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I almost flipped that for some reason. Okay, so this is going to be a 4 mid for 5. Well, actually, sorry, it's a 5 mid for 6 actually because of the City Rampage. So 5 mid for 6. So we just try to remember things. And my first...
And it's a throw.
Pardon? Yes, it is a throw, actually.
And it's a throw.
I will... I'm going to commit Titanic Combat again. Well, my first Titanic Combat. I've actually got a second one here. And that's... this attack gets +2 damage and your rival commits 1 foundation.
Got it.
So it's a 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
After you.
I will remove the top card and give it -2 speed.
Okay, so it's going down to a 3 speed. I'm going to do another Titanic Combat. It's for the same type of thing. Commit this attack, gets +2 damage, and your rival commits foundation.
Oof.
It's a 3 mid for 10.
Yikes. I will pass.
Okay, I'm now going to... I'm going to commit Mothra and do... This attack gets +X speed. X is the printed difficulty, so I'm going to give it +5 speed. So it's a 5, 6, 7, 8 speed. So I think this gets through, all being well.
I will pass.
All right, I pass. Go to blocks.
I will take 10 damage. Oh no, it's a response yet.
No, that's it. Go for it.
Yep. Yeah, hurting. I'm at 9.
All right, you're at 9. I have a response. I should read out the whole card, honestly, because none of us know what the cards do. After this attack deals 7 or more damage, your rival destroys the foundation.
Yeah, I actually put them in front of me, so
Yeah.
let's see what they do.
I've been grabbing the cards from your deck as well, looking at them just so I know. Yeah.
All right, we'll hold on to that one. We're gonna get rid of. I thought there was something like your turn. We'll get rid of this. All right. Woo!
That was something. Okay, I'm gonna. I'm kind of out of resources, if I'm honest. As far as sorry, I mean, I'm pretty sure
Doing great. You're doing great.
Okay, I'm going to go for a mega burst on a 5, 6, 7, but my check's going to get +2. A 5 is what I checked, so I get +2. Oh, that's everything to get me there. This is a 5 mid for 5 again. Well, sorry, it's a 6 mid for 6 because of City Rampage.
Yeah, that's a good card.
It's a good card. So it's a 6 for 6 mid.
Okay.
And my first enhance is destroy 1 foundation. This attack gets +2 speed or +2 damage. I'm going to give it +2 damage, I guess.
Makes sense. You give it speed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I will remove this card to give it -3 speed.
Oof. So it's okay. You might block this then, actually. I should have given it speed, not damage.
You do have stun 2 there.
Oh gosh, it does have stun too, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So firstly, let me just make sure I know what this is. So it was a 6 to 6. Hold on. Let me just work out what this is again. Then I gave it +2 damage, making it a 8. Then you gave it -2 speed, right?
Correct.
So
should be a 3 bid for 8.
That's exactly, yeah, that's what I worked out as well. Brilliant, thank you. Yeah, so this has a stun 2 because it's
Yep.
It's after you play this attack, it gets a +1 stun rating for each card in your attack pool. So yeah, so stun 2
Counts itself, yeah.
After you.
All right. I pass.
I pass. I think you'll block this. Well, actually, you've got a block modifier as well, so it doesn't. You're not necessarily right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got to check. All right, so it's a 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
And I check a 4. But Matthew, I go to 1. I'm at 1 health.
Okay.
And I don't remember, no, it was 2 weeks ago, right? 2 weeks ago, where the 1 health was when I got the win.
True. It's the 1 health that matters. I will. Yes, this. If I can check this, what would I have to check? There's no way for you to check it. 5. I'd have to check it. No, I could. I'd have to check it. Yeah. It's not worth going for. I've got a throw in my hand, but I don't think there's any way for me to actually pass the check to get through. I'd have to check a 6, which I'm sure there probably is one in the deck, but there's no guarantee that I'm going to get that. So I will. I will on a 1, 2, 3.
Sorry, Jeremiah. I'll answer your question in a second. I was heads down.
Check to 3. And Pass the turn. I'm done. Oh, do you know what? Oh, okay. Yes, I've got momentum now. I need to remember I've got the momentum to spend to ready this. All right, so these go into my momentum.
All right, Jeremiah says, is it satisfyingly playable to just get IP expansions, Yu Yu Hakusho, or are there very critical cards in MHA and other sets? Say I want to play in a casual level. So we are playing casually for sure, and we are thoroughly enjoying it, basically with whatever cards we have. Yeah. I built the Mei Hatsume deck that I actually went out and purchased single cards to make it more exciting. I have my older decks here. This is set 1 stuff, but I think I built this QU deck basically out of cards just from Girl Power. I added in a few from other sets, and then we're playing with these as pre-constructed decks. I think in a casual setting, it's very playable. I actually think that their pre-constructed decks are the best ones in the industry.
Yeah, they're so good.
I think they're very playable compared to several other games. I do think Commander decks are pretty good. They do need to be changed, but they can work because of the nature of Commander being kind of political. Those decks are also very good, but these definitely compare with that and do a great job. So I think it's very easy to just buy some of these decks and play the game casually like a board game, and it will work out great. That being said, if you do want to compete, I do think there are very critical cards in some of the My Hero Academia sets.
Yes, there's critical cards across the spectrum.
If you're trying to win stuff. But the other good news is the cards are so cheap. You can just order singles and whatnot of things. In fact, what was that? I went back to that like set 2 card Electromagnetic Stomp, and it was like 34 cents a piece or something. So they're easy to do.
There are some ultra rares that to make certain decks work and stuff, and you can spend a lot of money on a deck if you want to, but there's a lot of decks that you could just kind of the way you can get cheap cards that do the job that you need for sure. But like, there's quite a few cards in the Yu Yu Hakusho that are like Genkai's Guidance and what's it called? The one with the yo-yo. It's a yo-yo. It's an attack. I can't remember what it's called, but it's and some of those do get up there in price, but I think there's ways around that as well. So
agreed. All right.
Just to play though, it's just you can just make a deck and just play, and it's just fun. But the cool thing about these decks as well is you get 3 decks essentially because you get 3 characters. In a way, they do play different when you're playing with different characters for sure. Oh, I need to discard a card.
I think I can kill you.
Well, I was thinking I actually in my head there, I was just thinking, man, I wish I'd have killed you because I don't know if I can get through this time. I was just thinking that.
Let's talk more rock. What do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so let's do death from above, because what other kind of death is there? On a 5, and I have a Rival's Turn card somewhere here that I'm going to exhaust. All right, so that is a 6. My first enhance is going to be remove this. Your rival removes 1 card from their hand. If they have 8 or more foundations, this attack gets +3 damage. So you remove it from your hand, which means it's removed from the game, not to your discard pile.
That's bad twice. All right, that's gone.
And this gets +3 damage. I assume you have 8 foundations?
I have exactly 8 foundations.
Hey, Thank you for playing the game. Nice. It's a 6 high for 6. Look up.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm in a world of trouble, if I'm honest.
I hope so. You left me at 1 health. You deserve it. Yeah. And after last week's epic defeat, I'm going to come back.
Oh, that was the best win of mine. That'll never be beaten. Winning with
applause counters.
Winning with applause counters was all I wanted to do. I saw that deck. I was like, I want to do that, and I did it once, and I was so happy. All right, 6 high for 6. My first enhance is going to be to remove 2 momentum and ready Mothra.
Did Girl Power have starter sets? I don't think it did.
Was the Toga and a Chaco decks?
No, that was Jetburn, right?
Was that Jetburn?
Yeah, so it's going to be these Godzilla decks. It's going to be the Critical Role. So they've been doing a lot of these one-off decks, and then going all the way back, yeah, you would do Toga and Ochako. Those are going to be a lot cheaper way to jump in. These decks, because of the IPs, cost more, but they are better.
And the only set that isn't legal anymore is set 1. That's the only set that isn't legal at the moment. But if you want to keep the cards legal for a little bit longer, sets 2 and is it set 2 and 3 are going to be out next year?
Yes,
as in
I think
out
January
of the rotation.
set 2 and 3 rotate out. I think after Worlds.
But like you can also, if you like Attack on Titan, there's going to be Challenger decks, starter decks, and a bunch of stuff for.
And a good way to get into the game because they're making it a little easier for entry, right?
Yeah, and there's going to be 2. There's going to be 2 Attack on Titan. There's 2 Attack on Titan sets in the plan, right? One at the end of the year as well.
Yeah, maybe? Yeah. All right, I will do my ability, remove the top card of my deck, and add the block modifier 3 to my speed. So yeah, this is the Rodan you were afraid of. So this is a 9 mid for 6 damage.
9 mid for 6. I will play the. I'm going to commit Mothra to give it minus X speed, which is the difficulty. So is that -5? What's the difficulty of this card?
The difficulty is 6. Is that what the speed goes down?
Yeah, so -6 speed.
Nice. Well done. All right, wow. I will do this ability, remove 1 attack from your discard pile, and I get plus X damage, where X is equal to the printed damage. So it's 7 damage. So this is going to be...
That's insane. But it's exactly the same as what my character card does, essentially, in a roundabout way. Damage, it's just the opposite, right?
So it's a 3 mid for 7. Then I'm going to respond to the removal to play combined firepower.
It's a 3 mid for 13, right?
Oh, sorry, 13. I'm going to play combined firepower, so I have to check a 2, check a 5, and then I mill 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and add 1 damage.
So it's a 14.
3 mid for 14.
It's not a throw, is it?
It is not.
So even as even taking half of this would be not ideal. I put the high. It's mid, right? It's mid.
Yeah.
Sorry, I put the high dice out. All right, I pass. Yeah, pass away.
If I have 10 or less health, this attack gets +1 damage. So now it's going to be 15. Oh, yeah, that minus speed was huge.
Yeah. But I can only do that. There's only so many times I can do that.
No worries. All right. I'm going to flip this. Your rival discards 1 card. They may remove 1 foundation or 1 momentum to cancel the effect.
Yeah, I will get rid of a foundation to cancel that.
I will then destroy... I'm assuming you don't have any enhances, so let me know.
No, I'm out, so you go for it, mate.
I will destroy a foundation to give it +1 speed. So it is a 4 mid.
This is reminding me a bit of that big freaking explosion, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
One Punch Man card.
I will then commit. Oh shoot! I should have done that. But I looked, so it's my own fault. I'll commit to look at these 2, but actually I realize, but that's fine because now I know what they are. If I have 8 or more cards in my remove pile, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
easy.
6, 7, 8.
Oh, yeah, exactly 8.
8. I had to get there. I will draw 2, which happen to be attacks. I am done. That's a 4 mid for 15 damage.
Okay. Yeah, there's no guarantee I'm going to block this fully. So I've got to check a 7 because I'm going to block with this destructive slam. I know I can't check a 7, but it's a 3. I needed to check something bigger than that. Okay, yeah, I take it.
You take it?
I blocked with I checked a 3, and I've got no way of bringing that up to a 7. So yeah, I take it.
Down to 3.
Yeah, that got me good. I was hoping to block that, but I just didn't have the. I checked a 3. That's what happened.
I'll get you.
That's what happened.
All right. So let's go with Swooping Talons. Yeah. On a 4/5, this doesn't count for progressive. Checks a 5. It has EX3, so my first is going to be to EX and give it +3 speed. So it is a 5 high for 7 damage.
5 high for 7. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Pass. I think just go for it.
I'm going to give it +1 damage, so it's 8.
Yeah.
I'm going to remove this card to give it +3 speed, so it goes to 8 speed.
Yeah.
Do
everything you can.
That's it.
Yeah. It's an 8. I will block with this tough skin. I need to get 8, 9, 10, 11. I need to check an 11. Can I do it? No, of course not. Well done, you got me.
So next up was this. Sorry, not to spoil that, but this Tri-Gravity Beam.
Yeah.
I destroy a foundation. If I have 2 other attacks in my card pool, I look at your hand and remove a card from it.
Oh, that is disgusting.
And then if I've removed a card this turn, it gets +2 damage.
That's a very good card.
It's a deadlock 3 as what stun 3, so it's like it really will end the game.
That's going to be a card that makes it into decks, I feel like, because anything that lets you disrupt your opponent's hand is powerful, but something that lets you directly choose what you do to get rid of a card is that's big.
Oh yeah, and making him get rid. I mean, even when you got to choose the card you got rid of.
Yeah, is that something like what Mop Strike did, and that got banned?
I can't remember that card. I never played with that card, so there's a couple sets that I kind of missed.
So Mop Strike was from Yu Yu Hakusho, and it got banned, so the price of it is now 50 cents, right? So because it's you can't play it, but it was discard 1 card. Your rival discards 1 random card. Both players draw a card, and enhance if your rival has discarded a card this turn, draw a card. So it's essentially your rival discards. It was just massive hand disruption for your rival, and people were playing like 4 of, right, because it was cool. I get to just mess with my opponent's guts every single round, and it's so powerful. And this is that was at random.
Right.
But it's also draw 2 cards. Draw 2 cards is, I mean, big. That was excellent. These decks are fun.
Ooh. That was fast too, and we both play with small health pools. Goes quick.
Yeah. There's a lot to like in these decks. They're fun.
I realize people who are playing best of 3 Universus Championship not championship, tournament speed play a lot faster, but
yeah. Well, also
we didn't know our card, so like
I haven't read it. We were reading the cards the first time, a lot of it, and I'm still so new to the game that my speed of play is just not. Just not up to.
Definitely not intended to be a criticism. I was just saying, relative to our other games, that was pretty quick, even with having to read everything. But
because
yours is very speed, and then getting that momentum. That was a nice card that lets you add a momentum.
Yeah, it's great.
It does feel like you're trying to get that big turn where you can ready speed. I don't know where your damage was coming from. My damage was very apparent, and to your point. This ability to set my check or I set up myself up to draw 2 attack cards, which was perfectly fine too.
Yes.
Plus this ability to just add and subtract speed. And my block modifiers were terrible, but that helped my
Yeah.
ability, which was interesting. I
Well,
had lots of 2s, 3s, and 4s, and not a lot of 1s.
yeah, I think you're right. In a sense, I'm not sure where the damage is coming from for Mothra in this deck, other than like there's a couple like this attack gets +2, -2 damage. Oh, unmatched power would be good. Remove this attack gets X damage. X is equal to the printed difficulty. So there is definitely
good,
like
this
damage.
City Rampage was fantastic. Like you
City
were
Rampage,
short, yeah.
Yeah, City Rampage is a great.
And then
card.
you have like incomparable size, so it's just a matter of saving it up. Yeah, that's one of the tricks I find. At least the way I play is like all this stuff that can be flipped, removed, all that. I just save it for the kill turn.
Yeah, you are right. There is such a temptation. There's such a temptation to use things when you got them because it's fun.
Right.
But like there is something where it's like setting up something massive is a more valid thing to be doing sometimes, I think. But I mean, I'm interested. Mothra's innate power though of like -6 speed, because that's a 6 difficulty attack. I was like, wow, that is brutal.
Yeah, no, definitely. That was that. And checking a 3 just doesn't get you there.
But Godzilla, the Mecha Godzilla Kiryu is you may discard 1 card from your hand as though it was suspending momentum for EX and stuff. That's pretty sweet.
Is that really what that character does?
Yeah. And after you play a card with printed, and after you play a 5 difficulty card.
Oh, 5-hander though.
But after you play a 5 difficulty card, you draw a card.
Wow.
That's how it makes up for being a 5.
That's definitely my kind of character.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, maybe that makes our lives simple. Next week we just switch decks.
Yeah, I'd love to do that next week. You can do Mecha Godzilla Kiryu. And I don't
think this week I would build decks because I'm spending the entire week celebrating being away from England. So,
oh, excellent.
Actually, I think it's one of my favorite memes. The Jefferson one, and he's like, "Oh crap, is that due tomorrow?" Yeah, but it's July 4th week here, so I don't think I would do a lot of other things because we'll have picnics and whatnot. So,
oh, absolutely.
I will. Yeah, I might try Mecha Godzilla next week. Then that might be my play.
I'll say it's perhaps ironic in some ways, but one of my favorite celebrations in America is July 4th. It's so much fun to be. Well, it's just fun. It's just
fireworks, picnics.
It's a good time to be in America. It's a great celebration. It's a lot of fun to be there. And, I've taken part in more than one England versus America water fight on July 4th. It's been, you know what I mean? It's a lot of fun. It's a great holiday.
It's also just a lot of fun to shake off the debate from last night and forget that ever happened.
Man,
this is not a political show, so
it's not. I was just saying, my favorite TV show is American politics because I can just treat it like that sometimes. But yeah, that was something. Anyway,
awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, it was so much fun. These were a blast.
Yeah,
that's twice now. I mean, you got me with the epic defeat, but twice I've come back with 1 health. So
I think
gotta finish the job, Matthew.
It's true. I think maybe my issue is being over eager. Like I obviously haven't planned my whole turn out. You know what I mean? If I'm leaving people at 1, it's like I haven't thought through my whole turn. That's probably something I need to, I've not left myself enough, but I'm certainly getting better at the game.
And for sure. Yeah, it's like overcommitting, so then you don't have defense if you can't finish the damage, right? Trying to figure out where it comes from.
Yeah, it's just like if I could have just got 1 more.
And that is hard on webcam. Now it hasn't really happened where you're like, I get to 9, and then I'm like, oh, I have -1 damage. Like that would be rough,
Yeah.
But that kind of thing can be tough over webcam because if you don't know all the foundations. But again, it's a friendly match, so you just, in my mind, you learn that way. Like, oh my gosh, what was the card that you did minus damage and I didn't win? I remember that, so
I will be
play better
remembering
in the
that.
future.
Exactly.
You know?
That's exactly how we both been.
Versus like, oh no,
yeah.
I lost because you didn't tell me or whatever. I don't worry about that so much.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and if it's like when I said to you, it's like, oh, I played a card, and I was like, oh man, I should have told you that this is what this card does as well, because it's also destroy a foundation. So it's like, but you knew that because you got the card out.
Me, yeah.
But I was like, oh, I feel bad. I should have mentioned this because that is relevant for you to know about. Not you couldn't do anything about it because it was just a response, but it's like it's bad news, right? To hear that. Anyway.
Yeah, it's such an interesting. I wonder where it's information overload. Like, I think it's fine for us, but I wonder, like, when I teach people the game, I try not to get everything in there, like, because you start to wonder, oh, did they tell me that because now strategically I have to think about that, or are they just letting? Like, I struggle with that sometimes when I'm teaching a game to people. Like, oh, I want you to know this rule exists, but I'm not telling you what to do.
Yeah, it's like, oh, just be aware of this, and then you can make it. It's be aware of this, but it's okay. But you don't have to plan your whole turnaround. This it's like you can still make the decision whether that's relevant information to you or not, or you're willing to take the hit here because you've got stuff in your hand that I don't know about, that type of thing, right? But
I'd be real tempted to play this King Ghidorah too.
King Ghidorah with
10 health.
I was looking at that because it's got 10 health, but it's got 3 lives.
That's your task for next week. Learn King Ghidorah so you can play it.
Yeah, that's the one I was. If I was going to play this deck, I'm very tempted to play because it's just kind of rad.
Yeah,
it's cool.
I saw the alt art. We had the alt art of this and of Godzilla at the store. They were in the case. Somebody had opened them, and then we were selling them, and they were pretty cool. The alt art on these were really nice.
Yeah, they're the chase cards. So a lot of people will buy two. Will buy 2 of each starter deck, like challenger deck, to get play sets of everything, right?
It makes sense. I mean, if you want everything and you're competing, it does make sense. But again, it's your lifestyle game that you're in, and I have decided to go broad with, like, I have one that I go in Star Wars, and then I go broad with all the others.
Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. You can't.
No one.
Yeah, it's not. If there's no reasonable, it's not reasonable to expect anyone to go more than all in on more than one card game. At the moment, the card game I'm the most interested in is Universus. Sure. But I also play so casually, like with you. I don't need all the cards. No. I just play casually. I don't need everything. And what I'm doing with Star Wars is I'm buying sets and stuff. I'm buying cards, but I'm trying to get, this sounds silly, I want one of every card in Star Wars Unlimited because I want to have the option to make really awesome cubes. That's kind of like my thought. It's like, oh, if I got one of everything, I can just make any cube that comes around that's exciting. Because I think for me, I love playing cube. Like, that's one of my favorite ways to play Magic is just play a cube. So, yeah.
That's what we need to do. Maybe July 12th, which is the release of Star Wars. No, it would have to be the week after that. It would have to be the 19th once you have cards for that set, right?
Mm-hmm.
We could play Star Wars that week instead of Universus.
Oh, that would be cool. That's something to think about for sure. I'll be up for that.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you, everybody, for watching or watching afterward. Feel free to like the video. Thank you to Matthew. You can check him out on Watch It Played and also listen to This Game Is Broken. You could find him there and the long upcoming episode that I guest star on. So
yeah.
I'm just kidding. It's just a fun thing. All right. Until next time, everybody, we hope you step into the portal. Bye.
Bye, everyone.